Hey, welcome ladies and gentlemen to your Fun Fishing Adventures YouTube channel. My name's Scotty. Today we're going to just try to catch some bluegill out of this little local lake here in my hometown. It is still the end of August, so the weather's pretty hot. The fishing is not. I mean, it's been slow everywhere, but bluegill are one of those fish that you can catch just about anywhere, any time of the year that it's warm. They get cold, they don't bite so much. You'll still catch them here and there. So today we're just using a slip bobber with what I had to get night crawlers because my local little bait place didn't have any red wigglers. Red wigglers would be better. They don't come off the hook so easy. So we're just going to try to catch a few bluegill and have a little bit of fun. I mean, it doesn't take long to catch you a bunch of bluegill, honestly. And for the little small fish they are, they put up a heck of a good fight. Okay, we got one on. There it is. Now guys, I can tell you this guy ain't very big, but it's a fish. Let's see what kind of little bluegill type of fish we got. We did get a bluegill. There are sunfish and red ear in here. But here's a little bluegill. Just an easy little example of a fun fish to catch. They do get a lot bigger than this, of course. This is a small guy. I would try to lip him, but my hands are too big. But there you go. First bluegill, not too bad. Let's get him back in the water. I can't really just drop him in the water because, you know, y'all can see it's just this lake's down so much from us not having any rain. So we're just gonna have to kind of toss him out there gently and let him get back out to doing what he does. You're mostly gonna find bluegill in shallower type water. This pond's not very deep, probably. I'm sure there's a few deeper spots. I really haven't been able to go around this lake to really try it. If I had to think about bluegill fishing, they take your bait really quick. They just suck that worm right off there. So let me get another piece of worm. We'll get back out there so we can catch us another bluegill. Hopefully something a little bit bigger this time. All right, one of the nice things about fishing for bluegill is you don't need a whole lot of bait. Bluegill eat on a whole bunch of different stuff. Like he was eating on my worm. I just threw that back out there before I turned that camera on. And he done took it as soon as it hit the water. You can catch bluegill on bread or corn, worms, man, you name it. If they think it's interesting, they'll just take at it. They don't care. If it's bright in color, they'll take at it. There's another one. It's not a big one, guys, but it's another fish. Another little bitty bluegill. A lot of people would call these little guys catfish bait, because I know a lot of guys that love to use bluegill for catfishing, and it'd be like the perfect size for them. Flatheads especially like live bait, but we're gonna put him back in. There he goes. So like I was saying earlier, I'd prefer to use red wigglers, but my little local bait store didn't have any available. And yeah, I'm going to show you guys everything I got here. I got stuff all over. So normally I would not use a pair of scissors to cut my worms, but I'm getting ready to do a live stream and kind of poke a little fun at one of my buddies. He don't like to get his hands dirty, I don't think, and he always cuts his worms instead of breaking them. I've always just broke my worms in pieces. So just kind of doing it more for a joke. But anyway, let's see how fast this good dude goes back underneath the water once we flip it out there. Bet it will go under fairly fast. There it goes. He's taking it already. Come back and get it again. Sometimes you a little twitch a little once in a while. Just kind of draw their interest. He bit at it again. Twitch it again. I'm gonna reel this dude back up. I'm pretty sure we need to rebait. Oh, maybe not. That's a little bit, there he is. That's some action. Peeling the drag. Very big guy. He's bigger than what we've had though. All right guys, a little bit bigger. Now these fish here, bluegill in my area, they'll get up to, I don't know, 7-8 inches. You might get one that's a little bit bigger now and again. Come out of there. Okay. This is bigger than any of the ones that we've caught so far. It's still not a monster. But he's probably a good 6-incher. There you go, fella. So see, we've caught, what, 3 so far, and we've been here maybe 5 or 10 minutes tops. It's great to take your kids out to fish for bluegill. You don't need much of a worm. You don't need much bait, and like I said earlier, they'll eat on corn or bread or anything. So you don't have to go to the store to buy worms. It's just I didn't really have anything else, and I was like, oh, might as well just go. Ah, that was a terrible cast. I think I never casted a rod and reel before. Some people use mealworms, or if they catch crickets, or if they've got grasshoppers or whatever, those are great for bluegill as well. And the good thing with fishing with worms, you can catch catfish, crappie, bluegill. You can catch just about anything. You'll even catch a turtle once in a while on a worm. Man, I took it from him. I took it from him. Man, what a beast. I've got to get back out there. All right, we're moving over to a little different spot. We caught a few fish over where we were at. So now let's see if we can't find something over here. You don't have to fish very far off of the shore to catch a fish. There's a fish already. Man, now that was fast action. Boy, it's cute. It's a little green sunfish. Oh, it might be a bluegill. It is a little bluegill. He just looked pretty bright down there in the water. He just hit me with a little... let's grab him up off the hot concrete if he stops. Quit. There you go. Little bluegill. Get him right back out here in the water. So that was quick. That no sooner hit the water than we had a fish. That's always a fun way to do it. See if we can do it again. Just simple. I mean, I'm probably 7 or 8 feet off the shore, off this little dike I'm on, and there's another bite already. There he is. I got him hooked up too. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger bluegill. I mean, catching bluegill can be a blast, especially if you got like an ultralight rod. No, he's back in the water. Not the way I wanted to put him in the water, but he's in the water. So he kind of like pulled my worm off, so let's just put that worm back on. Kind of like to leave that little tail. I don't really know that it makes a difference, but I like to do it. Kind of gives them something to say, ooh, look at that little jiggly thing in the water. And they want to grab it. And usually when you get into a spot where you can find some bluegill, you're going to find a bunch of bluegill. I just missed that one. And he took my worm off that quick and easy. So I'm going to get me another worm real quick. But I mean, once you get into a spot of bluegill and you know there, you can catch them all day long and have a good time. Bring it in just a little bit more. See if they get a little closer to the shore here. There's action. Ah, I missed him. So I was a little bit too far out. I mean, that's the whole thing about finding a fish. You gotta move that bait around a little bit to figure out where they're at. So we know that guy was just like right there. Hopefully you can see where that bobber's at, because that's about where he was at. There he is again. There, I got him that time. Pulling that drag like that. All right, here we are, another little bluegill. All these guys seem to be about the same size. I did catch a few bigger ones. You know, I'm gonna have to go get him. He didn't get back in the water. Hang on, guys. I gotta get him out and get him in the water. All right, we're gonna try this side now. A little bit farther up the point from where we were. See if we can't catch a little bluegill here. You can also catch bluegill on jigs, man. Bluegill like jigs. They like things that are moving. Little bitty small jigs with small hooks. You know, see, I got this bluegill out. He's just playing with it. He's just chewing on it. Hey, he took it that time. It's peeling the drag. Wish I could say it was a monster, guys. It's not. But it is another bluegill. So we're still catching. You know, if you got kids or grandkids, man, take them out to catch some bluegill. It's a great time. And you know, you don't need an expensive rod or reel or anything to catch these guys. You can get like one of those little cheapy $10 Walmart rod and reel combos. Or like I said earlier, you could use like a stick and a line and a hook if you wanted. You don't even have to buy worms. You can go dig up worms or anything you'd want. But we all start out catching bluegill. At least I know I did, and most other people I know start out catching bluegill. And it don't matter how old you get, they're always fun. There he is. Got another one. It's small too, guys. What the heck? I got him though. I hooked him upside down. He went to bite at it and I hooked him from the underside. Back in the water. Shoot, we're still working on that same worm. Let's see if we can't catch a third or fourth fish on that worm. Bet you we can. Red wigglers really work better than night crawlers for fish. See if that guy will come here and eat that worm. Oh yeah, come on guy, come take that worm. Ah, did you see him take that under? I missed him, I took it from him. See, that's the thing about the night crawlers, man. They'll just pull that night crawler off because it's so fat. They really can't fit it in their mouth great. That's why you miss a lot of small fish, like the bluegill. He took that right under as soon as it hit the water. Probably took my bait off. There he goes. Are you guys seeing all that action? I can't see what you're seeing, so. The bad thing about having a chest cam on is you just can't quite see what everybody else sees. Man, he's got to be small. I know you guys seen them that cork go under. Gotta be. Let's get this fish. I casted that one a little farther out. He wasn't scared to run with it. There must just be a ton of small ones out there. We're gonna give it one more shot. And if we don't hook up, we're gonna move spots. Okay, we're moving spots, just like I said. And when we get done, I'm gonna walk back over here. I'm gonna pick all that fishing line up off the bank that somebody just left laying there for absolutely no reason besides they were probably too lazy just to walk down there and pick it up. You know, that's birds get tangled up in that, and fish or like turtles, if they come up here on the shore or whatever to get some sun, they'll get tangled up in all that fishing line, and that ain't good because they won't get out of it and they'll die. So we'll try this little spot on this side. They seem to have been better over there on that side. Come on, we just need to catch us one more fish. And then we're gonna call it a fishing video. But we gotta catch one first. We know they're here. We know they're small. Just don't know why they're not gonna bite. Can't tell me they was all over here on the right hand side and there's none here. I see one right there in the water. There's a whole bunch of them. They're all coming to my bait now. They're all swimming, they're looking. You can tell they want to bite at it. Wonder if I have bait on her still. So I've seen like 5 or 6 of them go over to my bait. Or over to my bobber. Let's see if we ain't got no bait left. We ain't got no bait. That's why all them fish didn't eat nothing. They come over to check it out. But if you ain't got bait, you ain't gonna catch no fish. It's a proven fact.